This is Suzanne Van Slittenhorst. She's the Director of Corporate Governance and Assistant Corporate Secretary at Dentalcorp.
Ready and action.
Okay. Dentalcorp is Canada's largest growing network of dental practices. Our mission is to become the largest network of dental practices, and Diligent helps us to do that by ensuring that our directors have the information they need to make decisions quickly and easily. Directors need as much time as they can. They are very busy people. They typically are on more than one board, and we want them to be able to do their job to act in the best interest of the company and to give them the information they need to be able to make those decisions that they're required to make. Any corporate secretary will tell you that meeting minutes are the bane of their existence, and anything that can be done to actually make preparing those a lot easier will be helpful. So use Diligent for our boards. You upload the agenda, and then you have minutes from a last meeting, and you link that to the meeting minutes, the actual document itself. And that's revolutionary, I think. As a director, you click on it, it would take you there rather than having to scroll through all the documents. I find that sometimes directors rely on the materials, and it's only during board meetings that they actually review it. I've created director correspondence folders on the Resource Center. You can house confidential information on it, and cybersecurity is also really huge on the board agenda. And we laid down the rule that we would no longer be sending PDF copies. That was just the way it was, and I had full support for doing so. I think it's just a way of making directors' lives easier, which I think is ultimately what the job of a governance professional is a way to be able to have the material for directors at their fingertips to be able to make decisions and to be able to do their job between meetings as well. It's about framework, it's about the integrity of a company's framework, it's about ensuring good governance of a corporation, of an entity, and corporate secretary is actually a really heavy role. Comes with a lot of responsibility, and I think that's what good governance is understanding the significance of that role. Without Diligent boards, you'd be back in the days of having to sit there in a photocopy room with binders, and that's just not useful work. It's not high value work for a governance professional. I can now move on to, I also have a legal background, so move on to other high value tasks rather than administrative of putting together board books. I think technology is the way of the future, and I think if you don't embrace it, you're going to get left behind. By partnering with Diligent, I make my directors' lives easier.